This is a 2024 Hyundai Kona SEL with convenience package. Fancy name for a smaller crossover thing. But this isn't a press car. This is my car. I've had this since December. I replaced a 2024 Chevrolet Trax that was the biggest piece of crap on the planet, next to a Dodge Caliber, with this unit. Let's look inside. I still need better floor mats. These are the ones it came with, which I hate. It has cloth interior, and I am at a whole 2276 miles, 2,276, and whatever that is in kilometers. I'll put it on the screen. And so far with this vehicle, it has not had to go in for repairs, not even once, compared to the Trax where it was a lot. I'll do a quick walk around, which I already did the outside. I'll show you the cargo space. Plenty. I can even crawl in there and fit. Hello! But you can remove this for more room, and the seats fold down for larger items, like so. And look, there's not like a big rise here. It's even. Kudos to you, Hyundai, for figuring out how to do something that Toyota apparently can't. Now that seat is reclined heavily because my friend, who is an inch short of 7 feet tall basically, was riding back to St. Louis with me, and with the seat like that, he was comfortable for his 5-hour trip. So yes, the Kona can handle 7 feet people, 7 feet tall people. Of course, at that height you kind of lose the rear seat room, but I'm about 5'9", and I have the seat set comfortably there, and you can sit behind me just fine. The interior is really neat. It's got this big screen thing here, a little split, and then another screen over there. That's your gauges. This is your infotainment. It has wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and it even has built-in navigation here. So all sorts of fun stuff. Dual zone climate control, a charging pad if your phone supports it, a big center console area for storage, more bins here, more storage there. This one, being the SEL with convenience, gets you the center console, gets you heated seats, the NFC key card, the electronic shifter, navigation, and all that good stuff. Glove box space, it's adequate. Not the greatest, not the smallest. You got a nice shelf here for things with a lip so they don't fall off. And yeah, I mean, it's a very nice vehicle to drive. Under the hood here is a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. I think it makes 150 horsepower and some amount of torque. It'll be up on the screen, and that'll tell you what it makes, because I don't remember. Paired to this engine is a, I know, CVT, and it has all-wheel drive. So before I bought the car, I looked under here to see how hard it would be to service common components that go bad, or maintenance. The drive belt has plenty of room to get to. Your alternator is on top. Spark plugs are underneath this cover, as well as your coil packs. And this car does not have GDI. It's just a regular MPI 4-cylinder. Here's your 4 injectors. This engine is more about efficiency than power. Air filter is underneath this cover here. Battery is obviously right there. Fuse is there. All in all, looks pretty accessible to work on, for the most part, from what I can tell. It's very quiet, and for what it is, being all-wheel drive, really good on fuel too. Most of the interior noise comes from that little guy. CVT, it's pretty responsive. It doesn't have that kind of jerky rubber band effect that some CVTs do. The all-wheel drive system worked great in the snow. All in all, it's a very nice, quiet place to be, especially on a longer trip. So the most important question everyone's going to probably want to know about this car: how fast is it? There's your answer. Not battery. Absolutely. Are you going to win races with this thing? Not a fucking chance in hell. But that's okay, because I didn't buy it for that. So for the price of this car, which is around 30 grand for this SEL with convenience, I was hoping for a little bit better materials. I mean, it's all just clanky, hard plastic. It looks nice in here. It has different textures to make it look fancier, but it's all just hard. This is soft here. For the price, I mean, the driving assist technologies work really well. As you can see, it's been steering itself as we've been going along here. The radio works good. The navigation system works good. The climate system works good. The heated seats are fantastic, which was my big thing for buying this package specifically, because again, car companies, they have their groups of options and you can't muck about with them. So I wanted cloth seats with seat heaters, and this is the trim level you get, and that's it. SEL with convenience. If you got the regular SEL, no heated seats. If you get the N-Line or Limited, then it's leather or Alcantara or whatever. And my whole purpose of buying this car is to transport these little guys. And dog claws plus vinyl and leather are just a non-winning combination. Now, they're normally in crates, but if I want to bring my guy with me, you know, he would be sitting here on a blanket, of course, but leather doesn't hold up well to dog. So that's why I got this one. Oddly enough, though, I haven't really had many dog transports to do at all, so I haven't even used it for its purpose yet. It's kind of a bummer, but that'll come along eventually. Alright, so the light turned green, they're pulling away. We'll press the button, and away it goes. Now, it accelerates pretty leisurely, apparently. when it's going on its own here. There's the auto assist kicking back in. These are the things you won't see on a regular review. Nobody tests this. So if you're using the automatic control, better to accelerate with the pedal yourself so you can take off faster than molasses. And then it'll resume. So you may be wondering, why? Why this? Well, isn't it obvious? It's my favorite color. That's not the entire reason. I had a 24 Chevy Trax, as you've probably seen my video about. That was the biggest pile of absolute shit on the planet. So after that whole thing, actually the same day I filmed that video back in December, I drove that to the Hyundai dealer. I was waiting for a Venue, which I test drove one for an extended drive. The Venue is a little bit smaller than this, it's a little bit cheaper. It fit every box of what I needed for a car that can transport dogs, gets decent gas mileage, easy to service, and whatever the case might be, and had cloth seats with heated seats. All those boxes were ticked on the one I was looking at. I was sick, I was on a steroid, so I was more angry than normal, which is pretty bad. I walk in there, I'm like, just give me whatever Venue you have. I don't care about waiting for the denim colored one anymore. What do you have? As I'm sitting in the dealer and looking around, all the way at the end of the lot, this thing was sitting. And I was like, I'll take that one. The sales guy's like, that's more expensive. I don't care. Gimme. I looked at it for about 5 seconds, made sure it had all the features I wanted, and took it for a short spin. It drove like the Venue, but slightly quicker, and it was all-wheel drive and stuff. And I was like, well, you know what? Sold. Bought it that day, drove it home, been driving it around, and unlike the Trax it replaced, it has not seen the dealership once, not one time for anything. The windows, they go down and back up. The air conditioning, it works. The remote start, it functions. Like, and the air conditioning works, or the heated seats. You can set it up however you want. The phone app is a little buggy because I have an old phone here, but unlike Chevy or Toyota or whatever, they give you phone connections to this thing forever. As long as you own it, it works. They don't charge you a monthly fee. They don't charge you after like 3 years. The Chevy one was out after 3. This is until whatever phone network system it works stops working. So 10 years from now, the phone thing should still work just fine. So it has a lot of, and the warranty is long. It's got 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain like all Hyundais do. 5 years, 60,000 miles on everything else. So the warranty was better than the Trax. And from what I understand, if it did have an issue, parts are available for this car. They're not in purgatory forever. So I don't know, it just seemed like it would work out perfect for what I needed it for. However, it's not plasma purple like this unit here, which is probably one of the silliest colors ever on a car. Besides, I think it looks way cooler than the Trax anyway. I mean, the color's better. Well, that's about it for this. I'll update you guys, well, if anything happens. Otherwise, I'll let you know once I have it for about a year. Any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try to answer all of them if I can. And like always, thanks for watching.